Hello and welcome to SatTV Week, the news programme for the international satellite industry. In this week's programme, Tricia has the launch news and Eleanor looks at successful deorbiting of Thor 2. But first, Eutelsat Communications has announced the full entry into commercial service of the powerful Eutelsat 70B satellite at 70.5 degrees east. The seamless transfer of all traffic from the Eutelsat 70A satellite was carried out by Eutelsat's control centre, working in close collaboration with clients and providers of uplink services. Eutelsat 70B has been custom designed to optimise resources at 70.5 degrees east, which has been occupied by a Eutelsat satellite since 2002 and is a point of reference for data services, broadband access, GSM backhauling and professional video exchanges. With high-frequency reuse, 4 powerful beams with coverage of Europe, Africa, Asia and Australia are connected to 48 Ku band transponders, more than doubling capacity at 70.5 degrees east. The new satellite's entry into service releases Eutelsat 70A, which will be redeployed to 25.5 degrees east until the launch of Eutelsat 25B in the middle of 2013. Eutelsat 25A will be redeployed from 25.5 degrees east to an alternative location. Ball Aerospace and Technologies Corporation has successfully completed the Delta Critical Design Review for the Joint Polar Satellite System JPSS-1 spacecraft. The 4-day review was held from December 10 to 13th and included more than 100 representatives from NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center, NASA headquarters, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration and JPSS instrument providers. ATK's Space Components Division in California has signed a contract with Israel Aerospace Industries to provide the solar array to power the Amos 6. The solar array is ATK's heritage planar unfolding modular array, which has demonstrated low non-recurring engineering cost, low risk, ease of satellite implementation and 100% flight success performance on more than 50 solar array wings on orbit. Now here is Tricia with the launch news.
South Korea will make another attempt at putting a satellite into orbit and joining other Asian space powers such as China, India and Japan. The launch will take place from the Naro Space Centre during a launch window of January the 30th to February the 8th. The launch vehicle being used is the KSLV-1 and the current mission has been postponed twice for technical reasons. The KSLV-1 has a first stage manufactured by Russia with a solid fuel second stage built in South Korea. Over the weekend, Eutelsat 27 was transferred from the Sea Launch Command ship to the launch platform. The transfer took the rocket roughly 125 feet above the waterline to the top of the hangar on the platform. The rocket was then erected onto the launch pad. The launch team then ran a complete validation of their launch software with an independent review in Moscow. In parallel, Boeing Satellite Systems powered up the satellite and ran the launch day procedure. The launch is due to take place at 22:56 Pacific Standard Time on January the 30th.
Now here is Eleanor with the latest news on the successful deorbiting of Thor 2.
Telenor Satellite Broadcasting has successfully deorbited Thor 2 to a graveyard orbit after a 6-day manoeuvre which was completed on January 10, 2013. Adopting an approach according to best industry practices based on recommendations developed and supported by the United Nations, the International Telecommunications Union and all major space agencies, TSBC chose to deorbit Thor 2 after more than 15 years of successful operation. Thor 2 completed its final journey to an orbit more than 350 kilometres above geosynchronous orbit, where satellites are intentionally placed at the end of their operational life. By concluding this manoeuvre, TSB eliminates the risk of collision with operational spacecraft in geostationary orbit and limits the generation of additional space debris. That's all for this week. Thanks for watching.